You just went through an energetic storm and you have leveled up. You made it through. And now with this new level, there are new energies that you are going to have to face. This is going to be a message that is for someone that is ready to take action, that is ready to take the next steps on their journey. Someone who's ready to continue to grow, ascend, and understand their purpose more. You are someone that's still sort of at the beginning of your journey. And by beginning, I mean what is 1,000 days to us is one day to God. So we have the Princess of Pentacles coming out here. So you still have a lot to learn, but you have been standing strong in your power against these storms. The Nine of Wands coming out here, which is sometimes seen as that wounded warrior, but this one is showing us that it is super strong. We have the two wolves. Which wolf are you going to feed? Are you going to feed the darker aspect or the lighter aspect? We can look at these as a variety of different ways. We can look at this as the shadow self or the light self. Or we can also look at it as, are we going to allow the positive energies to flow towards us? Or are we going to allow the negative energies to flow towards us? And so with all of this, you know, this angel and devil on your shoulder that both are wanting to talk to you, you have been standing strong in your power. You have been sharing your light. You have just been in a lot of flow. I see these spirals on the hands of this individual with the Nine of Wands, and they are wearing their crown. They are wearing their crown. The sun is shining on them. They have tackled so many things along the way. And yeah, again, spirals on this one's hand as well. You can't quite see it because it's a little bit blurry, but the spirals on here just showing me so much flow, so much light. Your ability to really work with energy, earth energy, is super, super strong here. So you may be called to work with some of this, pentacle energy. So the Knight is that action one moving forward. Knight of Pentacles coming out here, also confirming with the earth energy that we're talking about with the pentacles there. You may be asked to work with some more earth energy right now on your journey to help you with grounding, with releasing, and then filling what you release with light, with love, with other energy that you want to bring in, whether that's protective energy, more knowledge and wisdom for your highest good. But this Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight. They're slow. They are focused. They're focused on one major task. And right here we see it, it's got that pentacle with that little Trinity symbol there, with light there in the center. So focusing on the light. The darkness is behind them. So this shadow period that you've been in, we just came out of Mercury retrograde, but whenever you get this message, it is the right time for you to get it. We've come out of this shadow period. You've collected some things along the way on your tree of knowledge. So we have some things, some little trinkets that we've collected along the way, some lessons that we've learned. We've gotten through this dark night of the soul, one of which we go through many. We are surrounded by beautiful protection with earth energy crystals around us, wearing our armor of God beautifully right here. So understanding that we are in control of what energy we allow to come towards us. This is definitely a person that knows what energies are speaking to them and is blocking any energy that will not give them a name. Okay, so strong earth energy, strong energy in general with this person who has just come through a battle. But you did not come through this battle. You are not wounded. You are not wounded. You came out of this battle more healed than before, okay? So this wounded warrior thing is not your story this go round. That doesn't mean you will always fare this way, because sometimes we have to take a long time to recover, but you've had plenty of time to recover from this battle. 5 of Swords coming out, showing, yes, lots of things did, come at you. But again, you came out strong from this battle. There is a cross here. You are likely someone who does follow the teachings of Jesus. You may not consider yourself a Christian, but you believe in those commandments of love the Most High God with all of your mind, all of your body, all of your spirit, all of your soul, all of your strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. And you understand that loving your neighbor means that you also have to know what love means to you inside. And so you've learned self-love so you could then reflect that love out to other people. To me, that is truly what the entire ministry of Jesus Christ was about, and also why Jesus agreed with the Most High God that he would take on that journey to die on that cross, right? And take those injuries and take them without any type of pain relief at all. So yeah, things are balancing for you right now. Peacock energy in this photo for sure. I was actually just in, so you this may be a little bit harder for you to understand, but I'll try to do my best to explain this. You are definitely catching the attention of both good and not so great energies. And I was actually in it's called the Testament of Solomon, which also has the Gosha in it, which is a demonology book. I utilize that for learning so I can understand. And one that caught my eye actually was a demon that has peacocks as one of their symbols, or one of the ways that they manifest themselves. So there may be some energies that are now circling around you that you're catching their attention because you have come through this darkness with lots of tools. You have been shining your light, just shining your light constantly. Nothing seems to be able to take you down. And so you're catching the attention of, well, who's this in front of me? That's weird. They should have definitely fallen after that last one. They certainly should have been severely wounded after this last battle, after everything we threw at them emotionally, spiritually, and in their real world life. It should have taken them down, and yet they are not the wounded warrior. They are the standing strong warrior, and that's just not mathing for us. And so what I see with this card is not something I would normally pull off of this card, but given the events of what I was shown today and where my mind was focused, is you really have graduated to a new level, that whole saying of new levels, new devils, and you have caught the attention of some energies that you are going to need to understand how to better protect yourself. A lot of people can float through their whole life with just, saying some prayers, maybe lighting some incense, and doing some of that stuff, and they're good, anointing their doors, and they're okay, cool. That'll keep most of the things away. You, my dear, are going to need a little bit more knowledge. Solomon also had to have that kind of wisdom, as did Aaron and Moses. That's where they got that breastplate that in the Bible, that's in Exodus 28, I believe. Somewhere halfway through that chapter, it talks about the breastplate that they would wear with the 12 tribes and all the crystals and the different types of linen. This actually kind of reminds me, this little cloak kind of reminds me, because it talks about gold in there and some of those colors that are in those cloaks. But lots of things are starting to balance out for you. You are starting to gain your balance and are going to get the information that you need, as long as you follow your intuition and listen to where it is that you're being guided to learn this information. You are going to get what you need to defend yourself. Justice with that sword right there in the middle, right? So things are starting to balance for you. Things are starting to become more clear for you. You're starting to see your own strength, which is absolutely beautiful. If you are looking for more clarity on this or would like some instruction on how to spiritually protect yourself from some of these like higher levels that you're now floating into, ascending into, you can book with me at pagehook.com. You know where links for that kind of stuff is. Okay, and yeah, so you're really coming into this stable, strong, balanced energy with the Emperor coming out, card number 4. We're seeing that light and dark again, like you've got great energies around you and also some not so great energies. Again, this can be looked at a variety of ways. This is how I'm being asked to read it. It is, you have things looming on both sides of the energetic field. And we saw that here with this one as well, with that light and dark on both sides of you. Lots of interest from many different entities, energies, both in the earth realms and otherwise. But this Emperor card is just showing you being in your power. Like this is where you're headed. You are headed into this very stable, very powerful energy. And it's so beautiful because I'm just feeling this sense of calm. I'm feeling this sense of knowing coming over you. We see eagles here. It looks like on each side of this chair, this throne. They want me to use the word throne because you are divine. The sword is not in his hand. He is not worried. He's not standing there ready to fight. Neither is this energy, okay? Neither is this one. This one is holding their personal power, their wand, right? They're not having to hold onto their weapons. They are just having them there and ready. This one gives me a lot of the King of Swords energy, where in many of the cards, they also are not holding onto the weapon either. It's just next to them. They have it if they need it, but you don't always have to swing what it is that you have in your arsenal of tools. Sometimes just sitting there in stable, strong power is enough. And in fact, personally, that's how I deal with a lot of these energies that I was talking about that are more on this, I call them negative entities. Sometimes I'll talk about them as demons, which are different. They're different levels of these types of energies. But a lot of the time, all I have to do is show up energetically in this strong, stable, divine power. And the amount of authenticity and love that I am like exuding from me will push them back. It is something that you can learn to do as well. It is something also that I do teach people about. So yeah, you are coming into this much more balanced state. We have 2 of Pentacles coming out. So we not only see this with the scales of justice, this is just another confirmation that you are coming into this more balanced area, but you are going to have to juggle different types of energies. You see the light and the dark, and the light and the dark, right? And the balance between these healing colors. So a lot of healing practices are going to need to come into play for you. If you don't already have kind of some structure in how you cleanse your energy, how you clear your own chakras, if you don't know how to do that, you can be taught how to do that. You can also learn how to do that on your own as you tap into your communication areas of your spiritual journey with your spirit team. Is there anything else from this deck? Yes. Yeah, so you are going to be asked as some of this chaos is going on around you, 5 of Wands, as these energies are trying to flow towards you, not only light beings, but also some of this chaos that's here and the wands that start kind of circling you, the energies that start circling you. You're going to be asked to stay in inner peace mode. While everything is chaotic in your world, you are going to find yourself with the task of continuously moving yourself back to peace, even in the chaos. Even as lots of information is flowing towards you, even as you are having a a lot more emotional waves, sometimes some intrusive thoughts coming in where you're having to go, wait a second, that's not my thought. You're going to be asked to continue to keep yourself just very calm, very loving, very nurturing, and keeping your energy flowing really well through you, which means you're going to have to clear your energy often. Sometimes this will look like, being in a spiritual bath for many hours, many days in a row, because that's just what your body needs, because that's just what you need to do for yourself. What do you have here, Spirit? There's a lot of different ways that you can cleanse yourself. There's a lot of different energetic practices that you can do for that. You may already have something in mind that you do, but you are going to need layers upon layers upon layers of things that you can deploy from your tool belt as you have more and more energy flowing towards you. And it will come in storms. So don't be surprised when that happens. Don't think that you've done something wrong. In fact, you've done everything right. You've been following your passion. You've been loving big. You've opened your heart. You've let love in. All these things that we aspire to do on this journey. You've been doing that. Mother of the salt waters, passion, wild love, open your heart and let love in. You've been really just generally open, generally flowing, which is what has allowed you to move through this so well as a stable warrior, one that doesn't come out completely wounded and broken. That's old you. This is new you. You have leveled up. You have come into a new space with yourself. If you're looking for a private session where you can get this more honed in, because this is collective, we get this more honed in directly to you, learning more about your soul purpose and why you're here and what steps to move forward. If you're needing energy clearing or learning how to clear your own energy, or if you're just needing to have some questions answered about your real life stuff because it's getting in the way of your spiritual journey from you being able to move forward, you know where to click to book those things. Deep sea diving, way of the mystic, learning through experience and depth. So yes, you are ready to dive deeper into what's next. This is where they're asking you to go to get deeper understanding, deeper knowledge. What else, Spirit? There's so much to learn on this journey. There's, a lot of people like to chase their gifts. They like to chase their past lives, and past lives are great to know about up into a point, but you're in your best life, and it may not feel it like it right now, but it's because you can't see how far up that mountain actually goes. There's clouds that start about a quarter of the way up, and that mountain is so big that you only get to see. You have to start walking sort of blindly after that. So you only get to see so much at a time. And every time that you come to this new level, you think, oh, I've made it. And it's like, yes, but no, but yes. There's always going to be lessons. Eventually you do get to that top of the ascension, but then you're working towards total enlightenment and learning the rest of your lessons and really living out your entire soul purpose. And it's a beautiful journey in that space as well. You are this beautifully ancient, wise soul that has so much to unlock inside of you. And I get really excited thinking about it because these past lives of yours are important, but they're not, as you find them out, and that is something that I can help unlock some of that stuff for you one-on-one. But as you find this stuff out of what you've been before, where you've been before, why you're here this time, what you're meant to take from those lives and move forward. But as you find all of that out, a lot of people will get obsessed with that last part and forget how special it is that you're here now. And that the only reason we need to know about this what we've been, is so that we can be better of who we're supposed to be now. So we can unlock those gifts from those lives faster. We can start grabbing those keys and unlocking those chambers inside of us. And it's exciting to get to do that. But never try to dive too deep down into these things to where you lose sight of your actual journey. So this says, cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded, which goes back to that earth energy that we had in the beginning of the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit, for just making this flow so well. Ooh, we got that one flipping out there. Yeah, you are definitely this beautiful secret that's been kept kind of inside. It's the pearl here that's been kept inside of this shell, and it's ready to open, and you're ready to see the true beauty of what all of those little grains of sand have turned into, right? All of that turmoil that you've been through with your whole life, you are now ready to emerge and see your true beauty, see your full value, your full worth, your full beauty on display. You are ready for that. This says alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. I'm getting chills again, because this is one of the most beautiful parts of the journey, is when you really start to see your light, to experience it, your own light, your own love, and to appreciate it, and to look at yourself and go, I have value. I'm here to help me, and I'm here to help others, and I'm here to lift other people up and to help them expand and grow. And it's truly so beautiful. Yes, you are the Holy Grail, like the pearl, the Holy Grail. Like, these are just compliments from Spirit being like, that's you. That's you. Like, you are what you've been looking for. Everyone's looking for the Holy Grail. Well, you are what you've been looking for, but you haven't really figured out how to find you. Okay. And so now that you're experiencing like this lightening of heaviness of life, and this opening up, and this coming through this dark night of the soul, and just seeing how strong you truly are, you're like, I think there might be something here. I think all those things that those people are saying about like loving yourself, and that everything is within, and that you just kind of have to unlock it, I think they might actually be right. And so if you're curious of knowing more, I'd love to meet with you, but it really is all within you. When you meet with me, it's more just like, you know, you get into a faster car instead of walking the journey, or, you know, maybe picking up a bike and bicycling it. Like, you can get into a fast car. We can shoot you ahead just a little bit with, you know, different messages that can come in for you. But ultimately, like, you're going to want to unlock some of this yourself. And that's one of the great things about it as well, is that, just like this card says, it's inevitable. It says, let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability, trust. Like, Spirit's coming in with this message of like, you might think that like you had a choice in this, but you were always going to awaken. You were always going to get to this point. You're always going to get to this message here. You're always going to see my face, or someone that has a similar soul DNA pattern as me, in front of you, giving you this message and telling you, good job, you're on the right track. You are ready to learn more. You are ready to dive deeper. You are absolutely beautiful and special and ancient, and you're ready to unlock. So unlock. Let's unlock. Let's unlock. I am a key keeper. I am a starseed attractor. I am someone that, if you would like help, I can help you. But I'm excited for you. I'm super excited for you. Okay. Anything else before we go? This is a really long one, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Psychic abilities, yes. So if you've been waiting for gifts to come in, they are starting to flow in. Sometimes you just need some activations in that. Those activations can be picked up in a variety of different ways. Make sure that when you are consuming content that you are asking if a message is for you or isn't for you, because you want to make sure that the music that you listen to, the videos that you watch, even the shows on TV that you're watching, that it is something that is in alignment with your journey, because there can be things hidden in there for good, really good. I've been led to some things that have completely taken me into a trance that is like wildly amazing and completely up-leveled me by watching it, by listening to my guides and them saying, no, that movie is what you need to watch right now in this energy swing that we're in at this moment. And I'm like, okay. And maybe it's one I'd seen before, but it had been a long time. This says the water oracle, psychic abilities, acting on visions, and it's destined. So we had that one that was like, it's inevitable. Like just trust it. Trust this journey. Flow with it. You're already in the flow. It says this right here. You've been open. You've been open. You've been willing. So keep trusting that flow. One last card. They're like, one last card? Yeah, there we go. There are some things that you still need to let go of. So this may be something that you just went through with the full moon release. And in that case, your guides are going, yay. And if not, then it's something that they are wanting to remind you that you still need to do and put energy into. There are, start thinking about people that have hurt you that you would not be willing to sit across from dinner with. That's the issue. That person right there. If you can't sit across from dinner with someone, there is still something to let go of. It doesn't mean we're asking you to go sit across from dinner with them or at dinner with them. We're saying you should be able to if you had to. Not that you're going to go and invite them out to dinner or they're going to invite you to dinner. But if there's someone out there on this earth or even in the spirit realm that's no longer here, that you have these feelings about, then it's time for you to ask spirit how to release. I do help with that as well if you're wanting to learn how to better release around these really difficult topics. It says release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Again, if you would like one-on-one time with me, you can book through my website, pagehook.com. I do not message you for readings. You cannot book with me through DMs ever. That's just not how I do it. All right. I love you.